We are back with the Ultimate Die League podcast presented by HedgeBettor. I'm your commissioner, Troy Costa, here with our co-host of the show, your reigning MVP, Riley Lang.
Oh, yeah.
And our guest of the evening, we have his partner, reigning Defensive Player of the Year and six-time UDL Champion. We have Justin Richards.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah.
What's
Yeah.
up?
We're
How
with the
you doing,
Kool-Aid
Troy?
Man today. How we doing?
Good, good.
When was the last time you were on the pod? Well, it's been a couple months since we've had you on here.
Probably a couple months, yeah.
A lot has changed. A lot of finals appearances since then.
Nothing but, probably.
Yeah.
Nothing but finals appearances since then. Couple rings. What are your overall thoughts and outlook on how the season's been going for you?
Definitely can't complain. I mean, making the finals quite frequently as we do is pretty good, but
That's an understatement right there. Quite frequently.
losing them as often as we do, though, is probably a little bit worse. So, I mean, that sucks, but, just bounce back every time. And
Is it worse though? I don't know.
Yes.
Would
I
you
mean, think
rather
about all
would you
that
rather
effort.
go final three every time and lose then, or go to the finals every time and lose then?
I would rather have just like I'd rather be third than losing the finals, honestly.
I think so.
Wow.
Honestly.
I think so, dude. I mean, like, when you're in the finals, you think about that. It's like it's just either one game or sometimes it's two. But when you win one out of two, it's just one game, and then you lose, and it's like if only I just won one more game. You know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing. When we go in it, like say if we go in it down and we have to win the two games, and we win the first one but don't win the second one, I'm all right with that. But when they have to beat us twice, it's not even worth it. When teams come in there and
that's
beat us
100%.
twice in a row and win the champion,
I guess that is
Yeah.
probably the worst way to go down.
yeah, I'd rather be third.
Running through the winner's bracket the whole time,
And
cruising through,
and then lose two in a row. I'd rather
maybe
lose.
even to a team you had already beaten.
I would rather be third place.
Probably more likely than not at that point.
Right.
I'd rather not have
100%.
13
I'm on
straight
that third place
championship.
with no doubt.
Wow. All right. I think I would disagree, and I think a lot of people listening at home would disagree, especially those that haven't been to the finals as frequent as you guys, because you're there every time. Like you take these finals appearances for granted at this point, and I understand it hurts extra to lose, but like to guys like JT Bain and like any rookie, like a guy like Denal, a finals appearance, that's a big deal.
No, absolutely. I
Yeah.
mean, no, it's definitely. I mean, I'm definitely happy I'm there. I'm definitely happy I'm not going 0-2 and losing, but it just sucks.
It's taking
because
a
of
toll.
How many times we've been there versus how many wins we have.
Yeah.
We have six
Six
wins.
appearances.
With 6 wins. We've been to 13 appearances.
Well, let's just talk about this season.
Okay.
6
6 appearances.
appearances,
2
2
wins.
wins. Yeah, that's
I
tough.
mean,
25%. That's pretty bad.
yeah.
A little more than 25, right?
And half the time,
33%.
and
1 out of 3.
Two for 6. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 out of 3.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
tourney 1,
You're right.
lost twice in a row. Last tourney 7, lost twice in a row.
And then the other 2, you came out of the loser bracket.
Came out of losers bracket and lost. Which, like
you
I said,
won. Well, you won
well,
one game both times.
We won the first game both times. Like I said, but it's like, which I'm fine with it, and they were both battled games,
No doubt.
But
Pat
the
and Joe
games
put up a
that the
good
times
fight.
that we lose the championship and lose 2 straight, I'm just like,
If you think about it, every time you guys have gone to the finals this season, it's been game 7, so to speak, or whatever it is, game 2.
yeah,
It's always gone that extra game,
Yeah.
whether you were in the winners or losers bracket. The only time it didn't was when Rocco and Zill beat me and Denal. That was a one game thing. That's kind of crazy. Competitive ass league. All right, so what's next? What's next for you boys? Playoff ring.
Well, we're gonna
probably
win on
Saturday's
Saturday.
tournament.
Saturday's
I
ring.
mean, that's a
Yeah.
dub. Like that, there's no fucking way I'm losing that. And then we'll just go into the playoffs.
If I lose it, I'll lose it third. How about that?
Yeah, exactly. If
I'll hold you to that.
Exactly.
If I face you final three, I'm gonna be like, yo, you don't want this game. Like, you don't want to.
Yeah, but that means if we make it and see you in the finals, you're done because I ain't losing.
That's fair. Well, I mean, history says this season that you might. So maybe that's my best shot at beating you guys in the finals.
I'd say I probably would lose, but I'm a gambler.
I gotta say to everyone at home, I'm sorry. I feel like I've been slacking on UDL lately. It's been a crazy couple weeks, and
Fucking summer, man. It's life.
I feel like
your
UDL
thing.
has not. I wanted a lot more with UDL this year, and I haven't been able to get it done. Like, there's just so much more we could do, and I'll talk about some of the stuff that I want to do. But shit's been crazy. At Punta Cana, I smacked my head off the fucking corner of the divider that like divides the two parts of the room. Cracked my shit, like it was gushing blood.
Was that recent? I don't think I knew.
This was
about
just
that,
at
did I?
Punta Cana. We were at Punta like last week.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at myself in the mirror. I'm all ready for dinner, and I take one step back into my luggage. Boom. Next thing you know, I'm on the ground with my hand on my head. I look at my hand, and it's just covered in blood. I'm like, fuck.
That's insane.
I go in the bathroom. I'm like, yo, Ken, can you look at this cut real quick? I think I cut my head.
Yeah,
She starts looking
Ken's
at
probably
it.
love that.
She starts looking at it. Passed out immediately.
Ugh.
Passed out, like KO'd.
That's
Laying, sleeping on the shower ground. She like passed out into the shower. I'm smacking her in the face. I'm like, Ken, wake up. So then we pulled up to Schmurda and Fob's room, just like a handicapped couple, just like, yo, like.
So what'd you get for dinner?
Right. I don't know. Who knows that night? But yeah, so we had that. Then I move home. I mean, we get home and we're in midst of moving houses from Holbrook to Weymouth. I go there to get my shit the other day. Mad crew members, like 15 different people with my landlord going through all my stuff. I lost so much shit, like bottles, cash, chain.
wow.
They went through all my shit. So I'm in the process of suing my landlord now.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I was gonna say that's probably not legal. So
Very illegal. We have the lease till the 31st, and he knew we were in the midst of moving our shit, and he knew we weren't sleeping there anymore, so to speak. But we still had a ton of stuff. Like, I still had, like, my birth certificate, my passport, all, like, my...
What
That's
the fuck?
And his excuse was, oh, I thought you guys were all the way gone, and I had to throw all the shit out.
that's probably a lie. Bro.
That's
Right.
fucking-
Absolute lie.
Especially because, technically you're still in that house.
Right.
Right. We still have the lease till the 31st.
Wow, that's bogus.
So, yeah, we're going to court with him. And then, yeah, we were just playing tennis yesterday. I'm trying to get my mind off all this shit going on, and me and Schmurda and Commande are over at their new complex that they moved to, and we're over there playing tennis on their courts, and Schmurda's shoulder pops out on a nice backhand. That shit is hanging off his body. I've never heard him yell so loud, like a real, like that shit was hanging off his body. It was scary. We literally ran to the car, ran to the hospital, got him in the car, and he was screaming throughout the whole waiting room. They tried to put him in a wheelchair, but it hurt too much. Like, it was... We can look back and laugh now. At least Monday can, because he was with him. I had to go park. Monday's walking through the hallway up into the room with him, and he's just screaming at the top. He's like, "Fuck, fuck!" And there's kids everywhere staring at him like, "Yo, Dad," like scared as hell. And he's like, "I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm not trying to swear. Golly!" And he lets out a big ass golly instead of a fuck. And Monday said he almost lost it. He said the nurses were laughing. But yeah, his arm was hanging off. They had to knock him out, put him on all sorts of drugs. He woke up loopy as shit. He was saying the funniest shit. Yeah, they got it back together, but now he's out for the season for sure in UDL.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's been a wild couple weeks.
It must have been a little bit more than a shoulder pop or
It,
something like that.
it was hanging
dude.
off the back. And at Saco, he had broken it or had dislocated it forward, and he put it back in himself.
Yeah.
And then doing tennis, it went backwards, they said this time.
Ugh.
So that shit is just hanging on by a thread at this point. And I guess he's been doing it since he was like 2 years old. So he really needs to get that like surgically
Fucking screwed in tight.
fixed. Yeah, he needs to go robo arm.
Jesus.
But yeah, so there's my excuses as to why we haven't been too prominent on UDL. But there's a lot of shit I'm trying to do. And if anyone wants to help and kind of be like a statistician, like I wish we had the budget that ESPN has, how they just will randomly post a stat like Bradley Beal in the last 6 games is leading the league in 3 different categories, like shit like that. And it'll be a graphic, and that'll be their whole post. And like
Right.
everyone will comment about like, oh fuck Beal, like yeah, he's nasty.
Right.
I want to do shit like that, just so it's not just videos and graphics and wins and like stuff like that. I want to break it up with different ways to feature guys, but I don't necessarily have the time to go in and find those type of stats. But I guess
you
know what I mean.
Like scorekeepers could be a solution. You know, you'd have to make some sort of like thing to keep track of whatever you wanted to keep track of, and then I guess live scorekeeping would be the best way to do it, and then you have it recorded all the time. Maybe.
Problem is everyone's so drunk at tourneys, and it's already hard enough to get them to watch the game. You really need someone.
You can't trust a player to scorekeep. You'd have to have.
We might need like someone's like 16-year-old brother and teach him how to do it. Who would want to?
Year-old brothers then.
Yeah, bring your little 16-year-old brother because they'll be down to not drink. They'll take it serious. You know what I mean? They'll log the stats.
No, that's true.
But yes,
accuracy would probably go way up also. You know what I mean?
Oh, accuracy right now is at an all-time high. Because I watch them afterwards, sober as shit, and I watch the games, and I go back and I log them. So don't worry about the accuracy of the stats. That shit is tip-top. So that I want to get more mic'd ups. We've been slacking on the mic'd ups. Like, we have 2 of them. Ideally, I wanted to have, like, 1 on each player while we were playing, like 1 on you and 1 on Mazzilli while you guys were playing each other.
Uh-huh. Let's fucking do it.
But we just don't have the phone. Like, I need people to step up with a phone to like be like, yo, I will record this, so I could stick the piece of the mic in one end and put the mic on your shirt, and that could be the whole clip.
Right.
But we just don't. And it's tough with the 2 tables and the 2 phones. Maybe we have 2 angles, and then that's its own phone because that has to follow just one individual person wearing the mic. So it's tough. So the more, I guess, how you could help at home is the more people that bring,
you know, it also would be a good one. You could do the mic'd up, but no video to it. And you could just hear us going back and forth. And then, like, when you get the video of the actual game.
True.
That's what I'm just saying, one way to do it.
We would have to record the audio with a device anyways. So we would have to go into a phone.
Right. No, I know that. But instead of someone
having to record. I know what you're saying.
Whoever, just have it be just like an audio thing.
True.
I don't know.
That's true.
Because like when we did it with me, whatever, like how Fobs was just following me around, and that which came out great, you know. But I'm just saying, like another maybe, I don't know if it would be.
No, that's a good idea. It might be easier now that we have playoffs because it's 1 table. So hopefully we have 2 angles on the game itself, and then maybe a person recording someone mic'd up, or 2 people ideally. If we have 4 phones going, that's even better. But also, we're going to have
a lot of battery going.
A lot of we're going to need some charges.
Bring your fucking portable charges.
I also want to get for the playoffs, the live commentary going for the first time ever. We're going to try it. We're going to set up a camera. So we're going to need a 5th camera, essentially, because that one will be on Puck as the color commentator and either myself if I don't make the playoffs.
I thought it was O'Money.
No, O'Money's the host for the award show. He's not around that playoff day. It'll be Puck and either myself if I don't qualify or Schmerda. That'll be fire. Yeah. Like live, we're gonna go live the whole time and record everything, and then afterwards, I'll go in and edit pretty much the day into stuff like graphics. So when a game's about to start, it'll be like, all right, so we got the 1-8 seed, we got Langa and J Rich versus Troy and Denal, and you'll see a graphic pop up on the screen with our stats and where we rank and stuff like that. Yeah. And then maybe it'll show you pregame. Instead of just jumping right into, all right, first toss, we recording? We'll have the recording going a minute or 2 before the game actually starts.
When we get up.
So right when you're standing on the table, rolling your shoulders, pouring your beer, there'll be just a zoom-in shot of Langer, just like they do with Giannis tying his string, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And right as it's on you, your specific stats will pop up at that point, and we'll highlight you.
Right.
So I'll be sitting there like, oh, there's... Or not me if I was playing in the game, but Schmerda would be sitting there and he'd say, oh, well, here's Riley Lang, like the reigning MVP, ready for his 2nd playoff run. Like shit like that. Like just to make it more of a ESPN type show.
No doubt.
I feel like that'd be prime.
That's all going in the right direction, no doubt. Commentating, I think that would be.
A sideline commentator
Yeah.
is needed. That's easy to do. You just give someone a mic and they just interview people. Like that's as easy as it gets.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be good. When Shazo was going around with the mic, it wasn't even on.
Right.
If you got all those recordings, that'd be priceless.
Yeah, for real.
And capture the party life on the sidelines too. Like
yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, it could be someone like, all right, I'm here with laying a puck in for now. We're gonna see who shotguns the beer faster.
Well,
Like,
just-
here we go.
Yeah, but just like it is the average, just someone walking up and down as we're going on with the day.
Right. You know what that looks
Yep.
like.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know,
it's
could
just
fucking, oh, what are you doing? Oh, fucking rolling a joint, or you know, like,
ordering.
I also
fucking
kind of
pizza.
I want to get like social media involved. Like I feel like Instagram people. One time Mahoney hit me up after tourney. He goes, "You had a tourney yesterday?" I'm like, wow, silent tourney. And I'm thinking, I'm like, yeah, I guess we don't really post tourney days because we're so busy like running the tourney. But the Instagram's pretty dry on the tourney day itself until after the winner gets posted.
Until the recap, right?
And then the recap a week or two later, lately, a fucking month later. But what if we had like live? You know how celebrities will go on like a fashion Instagram and say like, "Hey, it's
I'm here. Fucking,
what's up? It's Miley Cyrus. I'm here at the
yeah.
VMAs. Like,
Yep,
just
yep,
checking
yep,
in.
yep.
How you guys doing? Like, I can't wait to have a great night." What if it was like you guys would go on the UDL page? Like, I'd hand you my phone and you'd be like, "Oh, what's up? It's Jay Rich.
Yep.
We're at tourney 8, checking in.
Right.
I'm 2-0 so far, running shit."
100%.
I feel like that's just a nice way to add personality to the.
Another good one. As people are showing up, because most of the time people show up
Walking
in
in the
partners.
door.
You know what I mean? Seeing us walk back with the 30s.
True.
You know,
Mhm.
big cooler, big bucket of ice. You know, if like, especially if we're playing like at Umbies, you can get us walking down the whole backyard. Or if we're playing at Fennell's, getting us
Facts.
walking through those two houses.
Facts.
You know, someone's probably got a clown car with like way too many people. in it.
Exactly, you know.
The
Fucking
Quincy
Lang
car.
in the Jeep, fucking potty bus. We're all fucking like
Spilling coolers
Britney
in the
bitch.
back
Like,
seat.
oh, that was so bad.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot we could do, and
Gotta
I'll get
more,
back.
more live with it. More
I'll
people.
get-
We'll just mean more hands on deck. Basically,
Yeah.
is what you're saying.
I'm anyone that wants to help record,
Anyone.
anyone that wants to help look at some stats, just hit me up if you want to get involved. Because it won't even be difficult things to do. It'll probably be fun. You'll be looking at getting the inside scoop of all the stats and all the fucking logistics of everything. Because there's some cool stats in there that you wouldn't even expect. That sometimes I don't even notice things. I'm like, wait, this person's leading the league in this. Like, shit, I wouldn't have expected that. But I want to talk. This is an interesting talk. I want to talk Hall of Fame. I want to talk Hall of Fame because obviously every
of
league
Fame.
has a Hall of Fame, right? UDL eventually will have a Hall of Fame.
Yeah, in fucking like 2035.
That's the question. When do we start? The first question is when do we start it? Second question, when
I mean, it's gotta be.
when does a player become eligible for it? Third, how hard is it to get in? And fourth, like what's the credentials to get in? Like what's the criteria?
I mean, I would say you'd easily have to start the Hall of Fame sometime after someone retires. You can't have a Hall
Right.
of Fame
Exactly.
until
Right.
someone
Of
Like
course.
retires.
until
So
someone
that's-
officially says, "Listen, I will no longer be playing in UDL."
Yep.
That's
You know what I
and they
mean?
have to all
Like,
And they
I
have
mean,
to be worthy of.
right. They have
Right.
to have played
Like, I know-
X amount of tournaments probably.
Exactly. You know, at least have done 2 or 3 seasons. You
Mhm.
know,
Right, definitely probably 3 seasons.
I mean, you
know,
can't- obviously,
You'd figure all that out.
if one of the
before
rookies
doing it.
was like, "Oh, like I'm not playing next year," it's like,
Yeah,
You know-
if Joe and Pat retire today, they're not Hall of Famers.
right.
No.
You know what I mean? But like, say, like, I mean, like, I know people might not be able to make it as much. Like Scott and Drew, for instance. Like,
If Scott and Drew retired today,
Ab-
Hall of Famers. First ballot.
absolutely.
First
But
ballot.
getting their word as in we're no longer playing die.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they might want to keep the door open.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they might have not made it as much as they have in the past years, but next year they could get 2 completely different schedules and they could be at every tournament
That's true.
if they still want to play. You know what I
Right.
mean?
So let's say they do, like let's say after next season, let's say they do play one more year, like they appeared at 3 times next year, and then they say, all right, we're officially done with UDL. How many years does it take for them to now qualify to be in the Hall of Fame? Is it the very next season? Is it that season? Is it in 3 years?
I mean,
it would
probably like
I would say the
almost 2
season
years.
after. Yeah.
Not-
Season or 2 after, because if you know, it would, like that season would be like, oh, like an officially retired, like,
And then let's see if they're actually
you know what I
retired.
mean?
Let's do one more
hang
year.
the jersey, right? Let's see if they're not pulling a Brady or fucking Gronk,
Right.
and they're gonna come
Right.
back,
You're
and
right.
then
we
the
can throw 'em in the
second
Hall of
season,
Fame.
Exactly.
I think they
Yeah,
officially
after
s-
1 year of them saying I'm retired and following through with
Exactly.
it, it's like, all right, you got that.
yeah.
I believe you.
I
Yep.
would say probably 2 seasons.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's gonna be cool though. I
That
feel
would be
like
cool.
And listen, I'm not fucking playing with no Hall of Famer. So if they say they're out, they're out.
facts. That's a fact. You guys are already locks for Hall of Fame. Like with some of the
We
early
technically
champions.
don't know, until
Some
you
of the
get
early
there.
yeah, but I'm thinking long term. This
maybe.
league's gonna go on for 50 years at least, and you guys are some of the original goats. Like maybe other guys eventually are gonna have 6, 7 rings in their career, but you guys are the originals to do it. Just like Scott and Drew are the originals to go back to back
Right.
to back like that. It's like the Bill Russell. Maybe people are gonna be better than us someday.
Right. Absolutely.
Maybe the guys in the 60s in NBA weren't that great,
Absolutely.
but they were legends in
I
their
mean,
day,
they're
and
the-
you got to show them that respect. So I feel like
exactly.
No
I feel
doubt.
like
No doubt.
guys might get better than us, though. Honestly,
Absolutely.
I feel like they will.
I mean, we're already seeing
100%.
it, dude. Like,
100%.
even over a court,
I mean, but that's just that's just life.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you're not going to be
The young, the
yeah,
Even,
even for Michael Jordan, it's like, okay, yeah, he was the best, and then what? Here comes LeBron. Okay, now LeBron. Now who's next? You know what I mean? LeBron's not going to be the greatest of all time for the rest of
yeah.
time.
That's why you guys really got to soak this up while you're in it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
guys
That's
are
why
like
that's why
legends of
that's why we're
UDL
gonna stop
right now.
fucking losing in fucking 13 championships.
Yeah, the
If we had 13 fucking rings right now, I'd be like, all right, beat that.
Shout out rookies. That's a fact. The rookies.
13 rings, I feel
You
like,
know?
if we had 13
If you had
13
13 rings,
we potentially could have one more game 13 times.
right? That's crazy to think about. If you won one more game in 7 tournaments, you would have 13 UDL championships.
I mean, how often do we win 7 games in a day?
I'd
Probably-
retire.
Awesome.
I'd retire and say, beat that.
Yeah,
That
probably
would be
all set.
tough to beat.
I would be a full-on analyst for UDL.
No, we would probably continue to run until we could not run anymore.
Dude, some of these,
You can't go out on
these,
top. You got to go out like after a couple losing seasons. I feel like, unless you're
Yeah,
just
I mean,
swaggy like that, you
Unless
can
you
ball out
I would take an undefeated season and walk.
and then walk.
Yeah.
If you're
we
ready to
won
walk,
8
though.
If we won 8 and close it out in the
That'd be-
playoff,
that'd be
no
great.
doubt.
That'd
Even
be
if
that'd be
that was
great.
next year.
You got to be ready though. Nah, you're not ready to walk away
If
from
that was
die
next year,
year.
if I have an undefeated season next year, mark my words, I will retire from UDL.
All right,
Let's do it.
that might happen. So
Listen,
I don't want
hey,
you to
that's
go.
a-
Listen, I'll
that's
tell you.
a-
I'm gonna be
I'll-
trying to beat
I'll
you.
tell
I
you.
don't want
I'll
to
tell you
go.
one
That's
thing. Listen, my
retirement.
partner goes. Listen, I'm walking right behind him, man.
Wow.
An undefeated season,
Fucking
dude, I
kidding
don't
me?
think you can walk away in a more
The only
legendary
thing that would get
True.
me to stop playing die right now is probably an injury. You know
True.
what I mean? To say if I
Like
I mean,
Schmeider's shoulder.
right, but not right. It doesn't even have to be like die related. You know what I mean? Like if I like fucking broke my ankle and fucking or broke my fucking leg or just some shit. Like I mean, I'm not gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna go risk it, like in playing die.
I probably would.
So what about? So
You're an idiot.
we talked about when you can get into the Hall
You
of
like to
Fame.
gamble.
Now, how do you get into the Hall of Fame? I understand rings are probably super important, but is it all about rings? Because the guys like
You have
Charles
to-
Barkley, and there's obviously legends in NBA and NFL Hall of Fames,
I
and
mean,
MLB, every
stats.
Hall of Fame. Stats, I feel like. So, like, let's say a guy like JT Bain finishes his career and he's top 10 all-time in scoring.
Absolutely.
Like, I feel like that's something
Absolutely.
that
Yeah.
might get him in there.
No doubt.
Longevity helps a lot.
Absolutely.
Being there for a long time,
Yeah.
racking up points
What
and
would
stats.
be nice? Obviously, get invited to the award show that year. Nice plaque, Hall of Fame.
Oh.
Bang.
Oh, we're gonna.
yeah.
I'm gonna try to get a plaque with the engraved like
You know,
cartoon face version of you.
that'd
You know what I
be
mean? Not
fucking-
cartoon, but like
Right.
the silhouette version of your face.
That'd be a good way to go out.
Yeah.
And we'll definitely have to figure out a way to like physically raise your jersey into the rafters
For sure.
that day too. That'd be fire.
Nice little pulley.
Yeah, no, I don't think you can really put a number on that kind of shit, though. It's definitely more or
Just
less
a
just categories.
case-by-case
like
thing.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I don't know how they really do it in the other sports, but I'm sure they have kind of like a board of people that decide. You probably look at stats. I mean, it
Right.
doesn't really
You gotta look.
necessarily
You gotta
matter
look
what
at
they are,
everything. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You know, history and things of that nature.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know how winning they are.
I don't want it to be too exclusive, but I don't want it to be anyone can just get in there.
No, definitely can't. Anyone can't just get in there.
Yeah, I mean, the more exclusive, the cooler to be in, though. That's always
Right.
true.
You know, I mean, if you're talking
You
like
give it
if
out
we're
like
talking about
candy, it
kids that
means
like
nothing.
back in fucking like you said like JT Bain. If you go like
If he plays for 10 seasons and finishes top
you know
8 in
right,
scoring,
but
like
it's like
he's-
dude, he's been there since day one.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I could
Stuff
easily
like that
see him-
also, like stuff like that will help a Hall of Fame case, especially so early
Right.
in the process.
Because you can't say that about most people that have been there
Right.
since the Bridgewater days.
That's like almost like not even just getting inducted as a player, like getting inducted as a like a pioneer almost.
right. Yeah, like just someone like as like you helped us start this.
Like Schmerda.
Right.
Schmerda's play might not necessarily get him a
Right,
Hall of
but
Fame, but
he-
Schmerda's no doubt a UDL Hall of Famer
Right.
because of his contributions
He
to the league and
started
everything like
this
that
with
shit.
with us all.
Right.
You know, there's a good amount of us, but there's definitely a select few during those days that have been there since day
And
one.
as long as they stay a couple more seasons and
Absolutely,
keep playing,
no
like
doubt
that,
in
yeah.
my mind, got my vote.
Yeah. So who do you think is if UDL ended right now and we started that criteria of in 2 years we're gonna start the Hall of Fame, who would get in right now?
Well, you got to see on who retires.
Everyone's retiring. I'm saying UDL ends right now. Like
Oh.
whose stats get them in right now? Whose credentials?
Like you said, JT Bain would definitely. Torres, he's been there from day one. You know,
FIFA's too. He has the
FIFA's,
stats. Yeah.
You know, just like I'm
Has-
just thinking people that have
Probably
been there
Scott
from
Drew,
like
I mean,
day
Scott and
one.
Drew are
Don't they
definitely
have
Hall
Scott
of
and
Hall
Drew
of Fame rings?
definitely.
Yeah.
They have 4 rings, right?
You
Five
know, I
rings,
would
four
I would
rings,
even
four
go.
six
I would even
finals.
say Fabi.
Yeah, because he's a pioneer. He
Abs-
might not get inducted as a player, get inducted as
You
a
know?
founder. There's different
Absolute-
levels
abs-
of
exactly,
Hall of Fame.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mazzilli,
Could go
Mazzilli
either
at the
way.
rate Zill's on.
Mazzilli, absolutely. You know, like
Rocco, the first
know?
ever
Rocco
playoff
probably could,
champion.
yeah.
right.
D Hall, the first ever Triple Crown.
But you got to think like this is Rocco's only second season.
right.
Rocco-
You know what I
That's
mean?
true. That's
played-
true.
Mazzilli been there since day one.
That's 4
you know,
seasons.
D Hall, yeah, they won it all, but
2
this is
seasons,
this
yeah.
is only their second season.
Yeah.
Are you including when Rocco played with Banks back in the day?
Nah, that was a red shirt year. That's a
Yeah.
red shirt. That didn't count as his red. That's
Yeah.
why he still was able to win
That
the
was
kid
a
of the
one
They
year.
and
showed
done,
they showed
probably.
yeah they showed up once.
If you
Yeah.
show up once in a season,
Yeah.
we don't count it against you. It'll
That's
count.
too
You'll
bad.
see it on your stats just
That's
because
too bad.
everything's listed
Well,
on
he's
stats.
still a contender, Rocco.
No,
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh, he's on the way to the Hall of Fame for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm excited to see where we go with legacy and shit like that. And I hope we start getting
The
like
future holds.
the future does. And I hope we start getting like fans, you know what I mean? People that don't even know any of us
Just show up.
but are like, "Yo, I'm rooting for them to win."
Yeah.
Like or like eventually someone's buying a jersey. Like I'm buying a J Rich jersey on the UDL fan shop. Like that's the 5-year plan right
sick.
there. If someone asks me what's your 5-year goal,
People start taking bats.
yeah. Oh, that's a 1-year goal. That's like a this year goal. We're gonna have bets for UDL for sure.
Yeah.
Might be in house. Might not be like
Right.
on an app. Also, mark my word. Next year, UDL Fantasy. I've said it before. We had it kind of started up. It fell through. We're gonna make our own app. So it's gonna be a UDL app,
Oh,
and we're
yeah.
gonna have fantasy through it.
Can you,
So
dra-
it'll
can you
be.
draft yourself?
Of course, you'll be able to make your own league. It'll just be like the ESPN portal, so you can set up a 10-man league
Uh-huh.
with your Rockland buddies.
Yep.
You can set up a 4-man league with your family. Like you could do whatever you want. You could
Right.
have as many leagues as you want, just like in ESPN, and
That's nice.
set the way you want the scoring to go. But I actually maybe
That'd
not
be
the
pretty
scoring. I
sick.
think we already have the scoring kind of lined up, so maybe you wouldn't be able to change that much shit. But you'd obviously have lineups. You'd have like 3 guys that are starting each week and 2 guys off the bench.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
Yeah, I don't even really participate in fantasy, but UDL fantasy is one that I would probably start
You'd
playing.
have to.
That'd be tough because if you have 3, let's say I have like Langa, I had the first pick. I have Langa, and then my second pick I grabbed Fennell. Third pick I got Johnny Hass, and then Johnny Hass can't make it that tourney. I'm like, all right, I'm digging into my bench. Like, who do I got? All right, I got
Right.
Mike Coughlin on the bench. Is Coughlin playing?
Right.
You wait until game time and you see that he's active for the tourney. You're like, all right, I got to throw in Coughlin this tourney. Like,
Anyone
let's
else
get
on the
it.
bench? I
That'd be
mean, come
nice.
on. Coughlin.
Or you go to the waivers and you see who
Free
else
agent.
is playing. You go to the free agent pool and you say, oh shit, fucking Ben from Dorchester's actually playing this week. Like, all right, I'm throwing in Ben.
Yeah, that would be pretty lit, dude. Making it dynamic like that and being able to
That'd be
make
nice.
those changes.
And
would be
I think the
nice.
point system wise would be easy though. Obviously,
Easy to
if you
do.
get a point, that's a point.
Points, you
know,
would
a
lose for
drop,
self points.
and a drop.
Drops are hard to log though. Drops
Probably,
are tough to
probably
log.
like I would imagine like game wins and
Wins
like,
would be like 3 points.
Well, Plunk,
Hold on, I think I wrote it out.
Plunks,
Let me find it.
FIFA's.
FIFA's. That's where the scorekeepers come into
Right,
play
but
too.
here's another thing. Like, am I getting a point for kicking it, or are you getting a point for catching it?
We're both getting half a point.
All right, I got it right here. I wrote it out. So I wrote
Teamwork makes the dream
I wrote
work.
for a win you get 3 points. A scoring point is 1 point. A FIFA's kicked is 2 points. A FIFA caught is 1 point. A plunk I had for 5. A same side I had for -1, and a FIFA toss I had for -1.
About to have fucking 40-point games.
And then I
dude.
added
I'll
if
be
you
putting up Russian yards.
I added if you make the final 5, you get a bonus point. Final 4, 2 bonus points. Final 3, 3 bonus points. Final 2, 4 bonus points. And then if you win the tourney, 5.
putting up fucking 50 nuggets over here, dude.
I feel that would be like a winning tourney would be around 40 to 50 points. But someone that doesn't win a game might have -4
Right.
if they have 4 self points
Yeah.
in those 2 games.
Right.
So I feel like that would be a nice flow for it. And like an average tourney, I kind of did it out. I took one of the tourneys from like maybe tourney 3, and I found a team that went 2-2, and one of the guys had like 18 points or like 17 points,
Right,
and
which
I
is
feel like
an
that's like a good
average number.
good amount. That's like an average number for an average tourney. So I
Yeah.
feel like it would work out.
Yeah, I like it. That's not
As
bad.
long as it's consistent, I mean, it should work.
Oh, it'd be the
kinda
same every
either
time.
way,
It'd be
you know what I
automated too.
Right.
Automate.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't talk today. It'd be automatic. So like I wouldn't even have to go in after and log it.
You just
Like
have to
ideally, it would just happen real time if we have the person that's sitting there logging the stats into the
be
app.
scorekeepers. Where's the scorekeepers at?
Yeah.
That would have to be someone that like has some app kind of knowledge too, so they can log it into the database.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it goes
I
to
mean,
everyone's
yeah,
phone
yeah,
at the
yeah.
same
And
time.
you gotta have a fucking brain.
Start with a scorekeeper, then
We'll
make
start with
it
the
to
scores. Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
make it
You,
to
you,
a
you can
fantasy
can
league.
flip the fucking red and blue
Right,
thing.
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking of, dude. Is literally like
Because
a
dude, how many
basketball
how many
game,
times I'm like, yo, what's numbers?
And
Yeah.
no one knows.
And no one knows.
Yeah.
right,
Because everyone's drinking, smoking.
or
no
even
one-
like someone that like marks fouls down in a basketball game, like you know, what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
like, you know,
That's true.
You know,
you gotta
dude,
have the
yo,
columns though.
dude, you
probably.
could just
Right.
fucking like print out fucking sheets on like, I don't know.
I
If
could
you-
make
if,
one
If
on-
you if you had
Yeah,
like printed
Excel.
out sheets on, and then just like at the top just have blanks, and someone sitting there, and
They write
we'll
the game
fill in
number.
our names, and then just as the game goes, oh, Riley's go to point, boom, oh, Jay,
Like
Rich
what I
fucking-
do when
yeah.
I log the stats as I watch the video. Like
Right.
I have a spreadsheet with your 4 names in every stat category possible.
Right,
And I watch
exactly.
you score and I go back to the sheet, point. I watch you throw a FIFA to Joe and Joe kick it to Pat and Pat dives. I go back and I do FIFA throw for J Rich, FIFA kick for Joe, FIFA catch for
Right.
Pat, and dive and catch for Pat. Like there's like 5 stats sometimes within one play.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, if it's all kind of laid out like that, though, you
It might
might
be
have better
easier,
luck with
right.
a player than actually having
Right,
someone
because you could
dedicated
have someone
to
that
it.
is sitting and drinking and fucking just hanging out and just all right, check,
Right.
tally mark, you know.
Have 2 people do it and then
Yeah,
you
and
know,
compare
check for
them. You know,
You know, have
consistency,
2
yeah.
people exactly. One
mean,
person
that's
on
a
one
little
side,
extra
one
work,
person on the
but
other
yeah.
side. You know.
Yeah.
And then if they're not the same, that's when I would actually watch the game for the
Yeah.
stats myself
Right.
and get my own. But
Right.
yeah, if I had 2 people getting the same amount of stats on either side of the table, I wouldn't even have to bother watching it. But one person, I might still end up just watching it anyways and logging my
Yeah.
own stats
No,
just
of
because
course.
I like. But yeah, 2 people would be a good idea. So yeah, anyone like we said, anyone that
It
wants to
literally
help
can-
out,
It could literally be anyone.
step up.
We gotta get the let's get the fucking girls to do it. All they do is sit around and watch us.
Yeah, ladies,
Fucking
pick up a pen.
exactly.
You see Ken's in there recording.
Yeah, she is. But there's plenty of other girls there.
No, I'm saying she got to inspire the other girls to
Yeah.
to get up. Victoria, we see you. We see you watching. You know you wanna pick up a phone and record a little. Shout out Victoria, our hoodie giveaway winner. I want to talk playoffs because I've been reaching out to Nick and Colin,
Ooh.
and I haven't heard from them. So I
Nothing?
think I'm gonna give them a deadline of Saturday when tourney 8 starts to get
Yeah.
back to me.
Yep.
Just a sign of life.
Right.
Anything like, yo, I might be able to make it. That's cool. Because by Sunday, I'm going to be putting out the playoff matchups
Yeah.
and starting to hype the playoffs for the next 2 weeks.
No,
So they're
absolutely.
still well qualified.
They're locked. They've qualified for the playoffs.
But they could. But come Saturday, they could lose their spot.
maybe a lot of shit would have to go crazy in
really?
order for it to
Where are
happen.
they
They
at
pretty
right
much. I'd
now?
say they have like a 99% chance of making it.
Of
Where are
making
they
it.
They're the
at right
5
now?
seed right
Just
now.
because they won that fucking one tournament.
One turn.
Jared.
Because you guys have been dominating.
I know.
You're the reason why they're still alive.
Oh yeah, we did.
Because you guys be stealing all the points. You hog everything. So then their 15 that they won way back in April still holds weight.
One. We lost fucking 2 in a row to them.
Well, we lost 4 out of the 6 that we made it.
That
to,
still
so
gets
4
10.
Guys.
You get 10 points every time.
Yeah, but 4 guys picked up tourney wins.
Right. That's the rest of the seeds. 2, 3, 4. And
Those lucky guys. Yeah, it probably is.
that's all the top seeds. And then the only seeds that haven't been to a finals. Actually, no. Every seed has been to a finals. That's in the playoffs right now, except Cam and Brandon. They've just had a couple nice runs, and it set them into a couple third places and
That's all it takes.
And a 4th place.
Yeah.
That is all it takes. But
yeah,
now,
so definitely
I mean,
give them till come Saturday.
yeah,
You know, because
I'm gonna hit them up every day from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all the way to the day.
You give them till Saturday morning, and then make an announcement on Saturday. They're out.
Right, because then people need
more
that
people
that
listen. There's a
knowledge.
spot open.
Exactly, there's an extra spot open.
You know?
Everyone move up in your mind one spot because
Exactly.
that's where you're actually at.
Exactly.
Well,
I like
doubt
it.
that.
I like it.
I'll just stay at the top. And push
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Well, you guys wouldn't be moving in that case, my friend.
Keep going higher up.
You could keep going. Well,
No,
points wise,
I
but
think I told
not
Rocco
not.
after the first tourney that we won. I think it was tourney 2. I was like, we are getting 100 points this year, and we're close, but not quite. Do you know where we're at?
I do. I'll tell you right now.
I mean, I think if we win Saturday, I think we cross over, or if not, we're right on the money.
Well, for scoring points, you have it.
Scoring points,
yeah.
fucking, we have 199.
7. So you have 70 points as a team
70
for
so-
playoffs.
So what you get? What?
So a
15
win-
for win.
A win
Championship?
gets you another
Would need
15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would be just
You get
shy.
to 85.
I'm fine with
So
that.
yeah, if you won 2 more tournaments, but even though you wouldn't have gotten the 10s for coming in second, so yeah, I don't think it would have been possible unless you won every one. Because what's 15 times 8?
well over 100.
15 times
Well
8.
over 100.
120. So that's you would have to win every single tourney pretty much, except for one, in order to pass 100.
Yeah.
Still, 85 is next. I don't think that's gonna happen again. We've never
one
had
game away, and we almost
Well,
did.
we're not at 85 yet. We'll stay with 70. That's where we're at now.
That is where you're at now.
So
I don't
we'll
think
see after Saturday, but
I don't think anyone's gonna reach this again because this is the first time we've had 8 tourneys in a season, and I think this is a good. Did you guys like this number 8 with
yeah,
All-Star
I had
break and playoffs?
Yeah.
A little idea actually as far as schedule goes. If you're open to that
Let's hear it.
conversation right now,
Yeah.
I was thinking like maybe be like obviously preseason when you creating the schedule, you could build time into the end for like cancellations and maybe like a rain out or something like that. I don't know if you already do. You could already be way ahead of me.
That's a
but,
good idea. We kind of we have like a Sunday thought as the rain out. Like every weekend we planned our Sunday
Yeah.
around it too, just
yeah,
in
but
case.
even like
But sometimes there's a rainy
build
weekend
it
that will
like
knock
a
out the whole
9-tourney
weekend.
schedule.
Yeah.
And then that last one's like tentative. You know what I mean? or
True. So
whatever.
then when there's
if there is
if there is
God
any
forbid, you know what I
scheduling
mean?
thing that comes up, like when us going to Punta Cana
right?
and we had to change that August 20th tourney, anything like that, we would have that
And then
backup
that way,
tourney.
the rest of the schedule doesn't change. You don't have to move anything
True.
around, and that's still committed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you just plug it into the back.
I don't know if this is an odd or on or off pod topic, but rumor has it that we got half is a yay and half is a nay for the Sunday playoff
So Sunday playoff,
because of the fucking Patriots playing against the goddamn Pittsburgh Steelers.
is it
Wait,
at
what's-
home or away?
Home.
When's the?
No, it's away. It's in
what's the
it's in
playoff?
Pittsburgh because
Oh.
our first home game is week 3 against.
So the
Ravens.
playoffs for Saturday 17th is not going to be happening that day. We have too many conflicts that it wouldn't even make it worth having the playoffs that day. But I've reached out to almost everyone that's going to be in the playoffs for the Sunday after that day. And Jared, you're looking at me like a deer in headlights, so I guess I forgot to ask you.
He's
Dude,
He won't miss it.
I don't even think I really realized when the playoffs were.
It was
going to
be-
it week by week.
it was
like,
gonna be
is there,
Saturday,
else
September
already this
18th.
weekend, or-
It was gonna be
Saturday the
the
18th.
You know me.
17th.
But
I
now
just-
the 17th. But now we're going to push for Sunday the 18th instead.
So I'm taking work off Monday the 19th.
There you
No,
go.
no.
Why not? You're
Fucking
going to have
kidding
the
me?
money to do it?
What are you, a pussy?
Yeah, if I get the paid time off, definitely I'll do it.
If you get paid time off, I'd be out of there.
And don't worry about the Pats game. We'll try to get a TV outside or some sort of projector or something going on so we can still watch the game.
For sure.
But yeah, Sunday the 18th. Reach out to me if that doesn't work for you, and we will
You know I'm
see
gonna
what
need
else
that
we do.
7 hours of commercial-free football. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, we'll get Red Zone going. Maybe 2 TVs
My
so we
guy,
can have
Scott
one Red
Hansen.
Zone, one Pats. So yeah, good. Thanks for bringing that up. Sunday the 18th.
Because we need to know, because
Right.
we got to
Yeah, no.
reschedule. You know, I mean, we're going to be fucking, 3 weeks into September?
Yeah.
Fucking bring your long sleeves.
Nah, it shouldn't be that. Yeah, I guess you're right.
You
It
never
might
know.
be
With fucking
New
the
England
fucking
weather,
world
you
we
never
live
know.
in, dude. It could
true.
fucking snow next week for all we know.
That is true. Let me bring up this real quick. The award show. So we told you we were almost sold out. That is no longer the case because anyone that kind of hit me up and said, I want a ticket, but then didn't actually pay for the ticket, I was forced to remove their ticket from the list. So now we have a good amount back out there. So if you want one, definitely reach out now because I'm sure those people are going to be reaching right back out to get it. It's going to be hosted by everyone's favorite UDL analyst, O Money. We've met a couple times already. He's scheming his opening speech. It's gonna be classic. O Money is a comedian. It's gonna have dinner. We're gonna have a great night. It's gonna be 6 to 11, October 8th. So make sure you get your tickets and toss the Venmo over so I can lock you in. You ready for that night, J. Rich?
Yeah, last one I think was a little bit of a rough one. You can probably ask O Money about that, but
I'm sure he'll bring it up.
You were
oh
folded.
yeah, shit.
I don't think I think everyone was folded though. Remember Ty?
Nope.
Remember what Ty did?
I don't even remember the fucking
I think I
goddamn
worked
night.
12 hours that day. I think I got out at like 6 and I showed up like an hour late because I was coming from Framingham or whatever.
Bro, Ty and Chris Fay had a little altercation.
Oh, yeah. Yo.
The booze was just stirring in everyone's blood. Everyone was very, very drunk that day. And I forget what the argument was about, but next thing you know, Ty snuffed his shit.
Yeah.
It was deserving. I forget what he said. It was very deserving. Shout out Ty. He had it coming. But, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I stuck around for that one.
Fay got snuffed. And then I think he stuck around. Like, he just was like, all right, you got me. I'm like, where's the bar?
It happens.
It happens. Hey.
We're all men.
We're all men. But yeah, no, UDL Award Show, the drinks are flowing. It's a great night. The music, we're going to have DJ Joey in the house once again, bumping the tunes. The show will be only about 45 minutes, so we'll have a lot of time to drink after. But obviously, we'll have the bar open. It's a cash bar, so make sure you bring cash money instead of your card. But they do have an ATM in the basement, I believe, for if you run out.
Yeah, I think that's right.
All right, are we ready for Beat the Lang?
Yeah.
I love this Beat the Lang right now. It's like a Guess Who game. So I'm gonna give you the.
We did this before?
Kinda. I did accolades before, so I listed all the specific accolades.
Yeah.
This is more of just like this person blank, but it'll only be one person every time, but it'll just describe them in some way. Maybe it's an accolade or two. Maybe it's who they beat, and this time, like
Okay.
you'll see. We'll play to 5. All right, first one. This player is the first in UDL history to go to a finals with 3 different partners.
Mazzilli.
Correct. He went to the finals with Fennell back in season 1. He went to the
JT.
finals with JT this season
And Rocco.
and with Rocco this season when he won his first ring. Okay, this player led the league in points in season 2 with 83.
Not.
Ty,
Nope.
Alec.
You only get one guess.
Oh, ha, shit. Can I get it off that?
Yeah. Clock's ticking.
Drew.
Wow. Snipe.
I think I was in the wrong season on that
Yeah.
one.
Season 2. Yeah, Ty scored a little more in season 3.
And then there was season 1, Zilly's Championship. Had
Season
no
1,
idea
you weren't
about
even
that.
around. Season 2
Yeah,
was your rookie year.
Yeah, I think so.
I know so. When you walked off the plunk in the last tourney, that was season 2.
Yeah.
That was when
One of the
Drewski
best
went to
days of my life.
they went to 3 finals in that season.
Yeah.
Like they had their
beat
one
us.
ring, but people forget they kind of ran that season too.
Absolutely.
They had 3 finals appearances.
Yeah.
They beat us the tournament before that.
Right.
Yeah. That was my first tournament would win.
Dude, from that tournament, we haven't missed a final.
That's insane.
That is-
Like
That's
I remember
ridiculous.
being hit up
Because
by, like,
we,
Zilly that
yeah,
morning
because
and
we lost that
JT.
tournament to Scott and Drew, and then we came back the last tournament and we won.
Yeah,
That's fucked.
my bad.
That's fucked. No,
Got
you're
it.
good. You're good. All right. 2-0 Lang. This player isn't even in the top 20 in the league in games played this season, but he ranks amongst the top 5 rookies in the following categories: points per game, FIFAs per game, diving, plays per game, and bodies.
Owen
Jay.
Kearney.
Incorrect, and that's not even a rookie.
Oh,
The answer was Mark
Damn.
Mark Carmi. Mark
Oh,
Carmi,
shit.
Denal's old partner. Mark, he's been sneakily. He doesn't play
Turn-
too often, but when he shows up, he is balling. All right,
right.
still 2-0. That Jay was a great guess, though.
Yeah.
That was a great
I
guess.
was like almost like confident.
No, that's a great guess.
think
I was
I'm
like, 'cause
playing
he
another
balls when he
game over
plays.
here, dude.
I was like, I'm pretty sure he missed a couple tournaments.
This player leads the league in self-point percentage by only throwing .19 self-points per game.
Derek Hall.
Nope. That's a good guess, though. He is doing good this year in points per game, self-points. Lang, you going to pull another one out of your ass somehow?
Already?
Nah. This one's tough. I didn't think anyone was going to get it. Cam Green. Cam Green has the most
Wow.
accurate shot this season by throwing only .19 self-points a game.
Yeah, Cam hits.
You know who else top 3?
Oh, I thought it was most.
No, the
self-
least.
That's why I said D.O.
No, D-Hall's, so, like, he is top 10 in least self-points this
Right
year.
for the wrong reason, almost.
Schmerter is also top 3
Really?
in least self-points per game. My gosh, Schmerter been sniping. All right, still 2-0.
I hope you have a fucking like 15 of these fucking things.
I have a couple. Name the one rookie this season that has made a finals but hasn't won a ring.
Denal.
Who did we face?
Yes, correct.
Oh, yeah. Well, who didn't we face?
Yeah, that was the one you didn't go to. Denal Keene is correct. Jay
Yep.
Rich is on the board, 2-1. This player holds the record for most All-Star tourney games played with 9.
Wait, what?
This player holds the record for most All-Star tourney games played. So All-Star games. Games played in All-Star tourneys in his career. No one-
Deal.
Nope. That's a good guess. He's second.
Is it
Fucking
Lang?
easy.
Nope.
Rocco.
It's Justin Torres.
What?
Justin Torres went Final 3 in both All-Star tourneys, so he racked up a lot of games. He has 9 total.
Oh, dude, I forgot we did an All-Star tourney this year. I'm like, I have no idea.
How
dude.
fucking high are you?
I'm playing another game, dude. I don't know, man. Yeah,
Wait,
that's
why isn't it Rocco?
Because this was Rocco's first appearance. He didn't even play in last All-Star tourney.
Oh, he didn't.
Torres
That's right.
went pretty far in both.
That's right.
Wow.
I knew that one was going to catch you. That was like a tough one.
Oh, yeah.
All right, 2-1. Which non-tourney winner this season leads the league in win percentage with 63%?
Fuck.
63% wins this year, hasn't won a tourney.
What?
This one is tough.
You have to give me a fucking minute on this one. Say it. Keep saying it again.
Which non-tourney winner this season leads the league in win percentage?
I
with
wanna say it's
63%.
a rookie. And I'm just trying to think of which rookies didn't show up with their partner and won some games. Or maybe didn't lose games.
Wait, it's which rookie?
No,
It
that's
doesn't
what
have
I'm
to be,
thinking.
no.
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't think anyone. If you're at home right now, I don't think you have this right. I know
I
you
don't
probably
like
have a
it. It
name in your
can't
head.
be
It's not
like-
right.
It can't be.
It's not right.
It might
Johnny
be.
Haas.
It's no.
No. He's won a lot of games, but he's not first of non-champs. He's probably top 15.
Dude, have Torres and Kevin not played a tourney together? Because it would be
No.
the same answer for them.
There's only one answer.
Yeah.
So there's a hint right there. That's only one person. So yeah, there you go. It's not Torres or Kev
And they've played every tourney together.
together.
Dio
Yeah.
and Kearney suck. I mean, it's got to be like Beretti or something. I'm gonna go with Beretti as my answer.
Beretti. The answer is actually Jay Davern. Jay Davern has won 63% of his
What,
games.
Wow. All
That's
right.
crazy.
Got me on that
A
one.
lot of games won with Cam.
Yeah.
A lot of games won with Cam.
Jay?
Jay.
Wow.
They always went like. They always had a winning record every tourney.
Damn.
Yeah,
See,
I was
that-
surprised when
Right.
Yeah,
I
was
went to
right on the
find
money
that
with the
stat. I was
rookie.
like, wow, I
He
did
was
not
definitely
expect
a
it to be
rookie,
Jay.
And they definitely didn't play that often together.
We're gonna have to go to 3 because I'm running out of these because they're hard to come up with. All right.
Yeah, they're fucking hard to answer too.
I know. They are. This one is tough. I told you it was tough. All right. This is the only player to be top 5 in FIFA's kicked per game the past 2 seasons.
Torres.
Nope.
Damn it, dude.
For now.
No.
Is it Lang?
Rocco.
Dude.
Oh,
Fuck, man.
Rocco.
What, dude? Lang
He's
was
not
in
even-
top 5 in FIFA's
Not last
season?
year. No, not last year.
Wow.
Rocco's top 5 this year? Yeah.
In points in FIFA's per game, he might be first or like top.
yeah,
He might
true,
be top
true.
It was
3.
pretty automatic, so.
Yeah, no, per
Fuck.
game.
This is my last one. I hope you get it, Lynn.
We-
You're not
we
gonna get
fucking
it.
do.
This one's hella hard.
Jesus.
This player has more FIFAs than any other player in All-Star tourney history.
Oh my god.
All-star tourney history, dude. So we're narrowing it down to probably someone who played 2. It's got to be.
It's someone
it's
that's played
Torres.
in both.
It's Torres.
No, it's not Torres. He already
He-
went.
It's
he
not.
FIFAs.
No.
He-
Yeah, but he's
Your
already.
guess, but it's not.
No, it's
He
not
leads
Torres.
in. He's the plunk leader in All-Star tourney history.
Oh, I thought that's what you said.
You're an ass.
Fuck, like, dude, you couldn't have like, made these fucking like multiple choice, like.
Now I know.
All right, so yeah, you're on the right path. It's got to be someone that's played in 2 tourneys. What
Well,
was the
most
wait?
likely
What was the
is-
question again?
I mean, unless
This
they just
player
went
has
off.
more FIFAs than any player in an All-Star tourney history, with 4
So it could end up being 1 tourney, 4 FIFAs.
4 FIFAs.
So you're testing your memory from last season. Or it could have been this one around. Is it Rocco in this playoff? I mean, All-Star?
It's not Rocco.
Oh, well, hold on. Don't say that because I don't think Lang is guessed.
True.
Well, it's not
Come on,
Rocco.
I
we
need a
know
guess
that.
here.
You're on the clock.
Is it me?
Nope, it's your partner from this season, Steve Fennell. He fed you
I was
4 just this year. He's fed you
Yeah.
4.
Fuck you! I knew it. I
No.
fucking knew
Wow.
it because I was like, dude, I was like, I FIFA'd a lot, but I might have just caught a lot.
So what
caught
was
a
the score
lot.
there? 2-1?
2-1. I got one more.
Oh, all right. Here we go.
I'll think of one more. This is from the 2021 Season 3 League Leaders. Which player had the most points but didn't win a championship last season? So which player that didn't win a championship
Alec.
had the most points?
No,
No, not Alec. Lange from last season.
Dude, who am I
from
thinking
last
of that?
season,
That's
who
a good.
had
That's,
most
he
points?
led in points per game, just not points
Oh.
total.
Oh,
Who
points
led him-
total?
Well, I led him points total.
Yeah,
oh,
but
didn't win.
non-champion.
Fuck, dude, I don't fucking know.
Probably. Oh, I know.
Who led in points total but didn't win?
And
a
I'll give you this
championship?
hint. It's fourth in the league. So it went Lange, then J. Rich, then Rocco, then this person.
JT Bain.
Correct. Dang, there it is. That was a tough beat to Lang.
Damn.
You grinded that one out.
Holy fuck!
I feel like I jumped the gun a little bit on some of those. Gave him
Yeah,
too
you
much time
fucking
to
rookie,
Yeah.
Kearney.
Yeah, you were just yelling him out, so it gave Lang hella time to think on it.
I was like, all right, just say something quick so I can think.
I thought that was the nature of it.
I
was,
mean,
you know,
yeah,
beat-
ideally
you know,
it's supposed to be quick, but hey,
that's
Lang got it done.
That took a lot of thinking.
That's a beat the Lang vet move right there.
Jesus.
Just sit on it. No, that was
Well,
good stuff though. Everyone at
I'm
home,
0-2
tell me
with
how
beat the
you did.
Lang.
DM me and let me know how you did. Last week I found out that some people were 10 for 10 on the hometowns.
I haven't
fucking
caught up on last
horseshit.
week yet.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
they were
so don't
struggling on the
spoil it.
hometowns, and some people at home were killing it apparently. So yeah, let me know how you guys did on this one. This one was tough, but yeah, that's all I had for my list. Jay Rich, you have anything you want to add or any last words?
No. Other than I just appreciate you bringing me on here, and everything you do. Continue doing you. Good work here, and I look forward to this Saturday. Not only that playoff tournament, and then the award show. So
My boy. Absolutely.
Yeah, looking good coming up. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you. Lang?
See you Saturday.
See you Saturday. Couldn't say it better myself. Sorry we took this hiatus. I hope you enjoyed this epi. We will see you next Tuesday. No, we'll see you this Saturday, and we'll see you next Tuesday for a little recap of next week's tourney, and we'll hype up the playoffs.
Let's get it.
See you then.